Hi there, and welcome to One Detroit. I'm Christy McDonald. It's our first show, and we're on the road at Common here on Cass on the campus of Wayne State University in Detroit. We're starting something new at Detroit Public Television, more in-depth reporting, more stories, and more analysis on the issues that matter to all of us. Here's a look at what we're all about. Whatever happens in Detroit happens to all of us. The most exciting part for me about One Detroit is that we're going to focus on doing long-form, in-depth stories.
One Detroit will give us an opportunity to meet people in the neighborhoods and people that you should know.
There's a lot of interesting stories in this community that should be told, a lot of interesting people that should be spotlighted.
It's a type of journalism that we see a lot at the national level, but we don't get to see too much of locally, this kind of short-form documentary.
People are tired, they're scared, they're upset, they don't know where to go and what to do.
Housing, the environment, education, and giving more people a voice. We need to do more of those kind of stories that make people think, and we need to report on the solutions.
Our job isn't just to get the story. Our job is to build relationships that help us get to the facts of the matter.
Local news peddles in human tragedy, and that's something I don't need in my head. I just want to know what's going on with the average person and how it affects me.
People will spend the time watching if the stories matter to them, and I think that's what we're doing.
One Detroit is not always about making the stories I want to see. It's about reporting what's actually going on around us, in Detroit and the whole region.
And there aren't a lot of places where you're taking the time to be able to really concentrate on substance. I see One Detroit as a real evolution of that concept to an even broader vision.
Well, and joining me now is our One Detroit contributors, Nolan Finley of the Detroit News, Stephen Henderson of WDET and American Black Journal on Detroit Public Television. Guys, we're out on the road and a little something new this time around, huh?
It's good.
Yeah, so it's different. It's different, but I think it's just really the next step in terms of longer form, in-depth reporting.
We are evolving.
We are evolving a little bit.
And involving more in the community.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And I think when we start listening to what people in the community want to see, instead of just walking in and saying, this is the story that we're going to be doing, I think that's what kind of changes the perspective a little bit.
Yeah, when you think about what's going on in Detroit right now and all of the things that are changing, you can't really keep track of them without going out and really seeing up close what's happening in this corner of the city, what's happening with this person in that project, or what's not happening. And I think this new format gives us a little more opportunity to go do that and let viewers see for themselves up close what's happening.
And different perspective as well. And we're going to be in Detroit, but we're going to be across the entire area as well, Nolan.
Good, because it's a big region. I mean, this is not any longer clear dividing lines between city and suburbs. I think everybody is now more or less in this together, and there are stories to be told everywhere.